It was really a tough time for me, but I had to do what I had to do to survive. You know.
Mountains, and I rise like the day. I rise up, I rise unafraid. I rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again.
3.6, you are tuned into your Dread Show with me, Zelia, and Richard. Hallo Richard. Daar's hy.
Hey,
Daar's Richard.
yeah, there we go.
We have a special guest in studio. Sir, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hello everybody. My name is Tato Antigani, popularly known as DJ Shucks.
So Tato came into the studio the other day and he's just like, hey man, I want to share my story. And for the next 3 links, we're just going to be chatting with Tato about his experience as a student. And he has a crazy story. So it's going to be a little bit motivational. It's going to be like taking it back to reality, like talking about the real stuff and how a hustle can really change your life. So yeah, man, I'm just going to give the platform to you. Like, if you can give us a short introduction of like who you are, like what hostel are you, what are you studying? And yeah, man.
Yeah, okay, cool. Basically, generally I'm a DJ. I DJ at different clubs and stuff like that and events. But first and foremost, I'm a student. I came into the Northwest University in 2017. Was supposed to have completed in 2020 according to record time, but there's stuff that happened in between, and I guess you guys will find out more the more we continue.
Wow, leaving. Well done, man.
Talk about a cliffhanger.
You've got this in the bag. Stay tuned to PUKFM 93.6. We'll be chatting to Tato about his life story. Coming up, it is Essay Rock Hour.
Finally.
It's our favorite hour of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Essay Rock Hour, if you don't know, is an hour of local music.
Wow.
Rock
We just
music.
play local
Wow.
rock music. Oh, some of it I wouldn't classify as rock, to be
Hey,
honest.
rock is a broad category.
Rock is it's a fine line. Anyways, kicking off our rock show, I know I might be overplaying the song a bit, but it's Wittenberg with Raphael. You are tuned into your Drive Show. Previously, I introduced Tato Rampikane, and he gave us an introduction to who he is. He's a student here at the at the NWU. Well, now he's a student in the PUKFM studio, and he's basically just sharing his life experience with us. It's gonna be great. Tato, I'm gonna give the floor over to you, man.
Okay, thank you so much. So basically, let's take it back to 2017. I enrolled. I didn't have a hostel place or accommodation, So it was a bit of a struggle. And then after applying to various residences, obviously, you get responses,
Yeah.
Along the way. But in the second semester, I got a response from 2 hostels, of which I had to choose which one I want to go for. And then after checking, what these hostels have, I went for Veritas Men's
Okay,
Hostel.
yeah.
And yeah, that was the best decision I've made.
That is his unbiased opinion.
Yeah, very unbiased. Yeah. So when I got there, there's obviously a baggage you come with, from high school.
Yeah.
Going into now the real life. Student life is basically the pre.
Yeah.
Real life, and then I experienced a lot of things, but the hostel was always like an anchor to me. I could have lost a lot. I did, yes, but I could have lost way more than what I already lost. So what happened was, when I got to the hostel, yes, now there's like access Wi-Fi. There's like literally hot water every second.
It's a new lifestyle.
It's a new lifestyle, and coming from the background that I come in, these type of things are like sort of like a privilege.
Yeah.
And it's hard to actually relate to people who are used to it. But at the same breath, you have to keep an open mind. This is varsity at the end of the day.
You have to take in the experience.
Exactly. And then now we moved into the hostel culture. There's various hostel cultures. And there's various activities in hostel cultures, right? There's where there's a sports section, there's where there's arts, there's debate, there's that, there's that, there's that. Okay, cool. So I'm there, I'm in between. I know sports, I know social activities.
Yeah, man, you wanted to interact with everything.
You understand? And
Yeah.
I'm also a DJ, I'm an
And that
aspiring
can
DJ.
be very overwhelming for first years.
It was.
Yeah.
It was, because I got there and there's this thing we call AXIS.
Yeah.
Social interactions with the female hostels. If you're on the female
Yeah,
hostel,
yeah.
it's So that's where I saw an opportunity. Like, okay, guys, I wanna play music.
Wow.
I wanna play
Okay.
music, and I can see this is the only opportunity I can get to play music for the hostel, right? So yeah, we had to go through a bit of this and that, technicalities, policies, this and that. The debates. It's a new thing. Not everybody's comfortable with that.
Yeah.
But eventually, the hostel father then and the hostel mother then they saw what I was trying to do.
Okay.
And they were like, okay, cool.
With a DJ gig now.
Yeah.
Like inter-hostel DJ gig.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And then they did that. They gave me a chance. They were like, okay, we do have resources. How about you start your thing and let's see how it goes.
Wow.
Right? And then it went really well, and I got too excited.
A little bit too well.
Yeah, too excited to a point I felt like I can make it without academics.
Oh, wow.
That's what happened.
Okay, and then you dropped out.
No. I carried on. First year, okay, cool. Second year, I came back. Same thing. It became a thing now. It became sort of part of like the culture.
Scraping through barely.
You understand? And it became more imperative when there was this transformation thing introduced into the NWU.
Yeah.
That's when it became more of an imperative thing, and it was like, I have no choice but to do this. Because it's not like music is ratio. Music is music.
Yeah.
I listen to Jack Sparrow. I listen to whoever I need to listen to, because I'm an entertainer at the end of the day. The ideas that I get from them, their live performances, whatever they do from production, it's part of what I do.
Yeah.
The prime purpose isn't to entertain.
So, man, you got caught up in your passion, and then what happened?
And then I started losing concentration in class. I would be there sitting in class, the lecturer would be lecturing, and then I would be imagining myself on stage.
Then I feel like that happens a lot. Like when you come to university, you get a sense of what you can be.
Exactly.
And then you start losing track of what you're actually working for.
Exactly. And that's what happened to me. I started losing focus of actually what I came here for, which was the qualification.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's not really related to what I'm doing, but it actually helps out because I understand the world in a better perspective than that, than the actual career. You understand? So what happened was I saw these SEC events and stuff like that happening around the perk, and I was like, if I can broaden out from the hostel into actually the whole university, it would actually be nice. Imagine the announcements of the SEC and I'm there, I'm the guy catering for the music.
Yeah, sound engineer,
or even the DJ. I can be the guest DJ because I play nice music. I'm dope like that, but at the end of the day, I actually lost focus of what was actually happening and what I needed to do.
Yeah.
I got too excited. Now I was popular. I became popular.
And popularity, man, that can be your feat.
Yeah. People need to learn how to balance things out.
Okay.
I didn't balance that out. I was a fan of as a man, as a guy, and then you get approached by girls like, hey, you get excited like, yeah, I'm the guy,
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it was not about that. It was not really about that. I actually missed also the main part of me being a DJ. It was not for the girls, but we'll talk more about it when we come back.
Okay, we're carrying on with Tato's story. Stay tuned to PUKFM 93.6. You are still tuned into your SA Rock Hour. Coming up, we have Short Straw with Couch Potato. Welcome back to PUKFM 93.6. You are tuned into your drive show. And we are still in studio with the one, the only, Tato, also known as DJ O Shucks. And basically, where we left off, Tato told us like the struggles of being a student in 2017 and hustling and finding a balance between his passion, which is DJing, and his studies. And yeah, he's basically gonna carry on. Last we left Tato, he dropped out. And what happened after you dropped out?
Okay, cool. So what happened was I obviously needed to find a job.
Yeah.
I did try out a few, job applications, but in the nature of the business environment, you start off as a general worker.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you have no experience and no qualification, so you're gonna start.
Because that's
off.
the thing, right?
Yeah.
They won't employ you if you don't have experience, but you can't get experience if you don't get employed.
Exactly.
It's like the catch-22 of the century.
You understand? It's the tricky situation of the system. But anyways, we move. I got a job at the internet cafe. I started off as a general worker. I was literally doing everything.
Waitering.
Copies, are you guys okay?
Yeah.
Do you need internet? Stuff
Sure.
like that. And 8 months into it, I was actually running the whole shop.
Let's go, man.
You understand? And I don't know, man. This could be part of my network, or you call it what you may, but someone actually located me and saw my potential in business, because what I did with my DJing is the same thing I did in the business, in the corporate world,
Wow. Yeah, you
So-
took the experience.
You understand? So when I shot my music video at a certain place at the car dealership, that guy actually saw my professionalism and he was like kind of
Let's go, man.
impressed, So he gave me some time to see actually how far am I gonna go. He gave me a chance. I did work with. I don't want to name drop.
No
Yeah.
name dropping.
Yeah, I can't name drop, but yeah, I did work with actually big corporates, and for most of it was just corporate social investment
Yeah.
programs, right? And then after a few months, this guy was like, "No, man, we have a department that's struggling, and I feel like you have the potential to cover
Let's
it."
go.
You understand? And at that time, obviously, I was like, "Okay, so what's the money?"
Yeah, it's always the first
You
question.
understand?
And it should be the first question.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like don't be afraid to ask the salary. I think a lot of people just like they're just easily satisfied.
No. People should actually stop being desperate and actually value.
Yeah. That's
Because
good.
that's your time.
Value your time
Yeah.
and value your potential and your skills.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You understand? So it was that situation. So now it was an issue of my skills, my potential, and the money. So the money, they asked me for my previous employment. So how much do you earn from that place? I told them how much I earned. They were like, okay, we'll double it.
Sure.
And add a bit of incentive should you do a good job. you
Yeah.
know? And obviously I was like, okay.
Okay.
I owe the university at the end of the day, so I need the
Wow.
money, you know. So I went there, and my probation contract was for like 3 months, the first probation contract, and it was a struggle because it was a new environment for me.
It's a lot of pressure, man, because you have to live up to their standards now.
Exactly, and I was manager of something like 50 people, and
Sure.
I didn't even know the industry. But after 3 months, it actually boomed up. Because I'm a hard worker like that.
Yeah, and that's what happens when you get thrown into the deep end.
Exactly.
Like you learn to swim a lot quicker.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You understand? And also, I feel like part of this was because of what I learned in hostel.
Wow. Elaborate
Yeah.
on that, man.
Yeah, the hostel, there's a thing. I don't know what to coin it into, but they sort of like make you into a man.
It's a culture.
Yeah, you come as a boy,
Yeah.
but you leave as a man.
Wow.
You understand? So
It's growth culture.
type of thing. And then I did that. I actually, because I missed that life a lot, and I felt like I owed it to myself to actually finish my qualification.
Yeah.
And come back to varsity and be that product of the hostel. It was more the hostel than the NWU. Trust you
Wow.
me, because that's basically like my second home.
It's about the people, the family.
You understand?
Like
so,
Vin Diesel will say, "Mi familia."
You understand? So it was something like that, and then I felt like, what, I owe it to the hostel to actually complete my degree. Even if I come back and I'm not living at the hostel and just complete my qualification.
Wow, man.
I'll still wear the uniform, They helped me out a lot. There's on several occasions, when I was going through depression, they helped me out. They took me
Yeah,
to,
and don't be afraid to reach out.
Yeah, they did. And it was nice, man. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, if you have potential
Yeah.
and you are misguided in a certain way, there's a chance for you to come back.
Yeah. Everybody loves a comeback story.
You understand?
Right.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm out here. I'm owing the big something like a whole lot of numbers. You know, I can't mention them, and I'm reaching out to them like, guys, okay, I'm getting this amount of money from my salary. Can't you, you know, deduct, automate it, and then I can, you know, pay you guys back and then come back. You know, but eventually I was assisted by the finance office. They actually understood what I did, and I take it all on myself. It was my mistake.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, we're working with people. And I think like we have to go back to the human nature of it all, because sometimes we don't want to reach out to the system because we just see them as the system.
Exactly.
But there are people out there who actually want to help people. And I think you can literally testify to that.
I'm a testimony to that.
Let's
I'm
go,
a
man.
testimony to that because they listened to my story. They saw my academic results and they were like, okay, you're on paper, you are actually misrepresented. Because even if you check your matric results compared to your final year results where you were actually supposed to finish, but then you didn't do well and you dropped out because the bursary canceled out. And there was no hostel, there was no varsity for you. You had to go back into the streets and do something about your life, you know. So people listen to me after a long time of trying and trying.
And that is persistence.
You understand?
Yes.
So I feel like one of the things that, you know, in my discussion with the hostel father, when I came back, when I told him my story, that I highlighted the most was, you know, when you realize that you made a mistake, it's important to try and make sure that, one, you either don't do it again, or two, you make up for the mistake.
Yeah, you learn from it.
You learn from it, you know. And then people, what they do is normally, they dropped out in third year.
Yeah, and then they it's the new thing that's going around. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But it doesn't have to be what it is. It's what you make it.
It can't be. You have to choose what is it that you want.
Yeah.
You know, I know I want to be a DJ. I know there's a high chance that I'm not even going to use my qualification in the future, but because I started this, I want to finish it.
Yeah, let's go, man.
You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, people don't understand. There's a misconception. You come to varsity and you are like all free.
Yeah.
You're no longer in your parents, you know, umbrella and stuff like that. You start messing up. No one sees what you're doing and what you're up to. But at the end of the day, all of these things, people don't realize that they come back to haunt you because that's actually the development of your adulthood.
Wow. Yeah. And that is the foundation of what you're going to build one day.
Exactly.
Come on, man.
So imagine I'm going to be sitting here next to you in 5 years and I'm like, yeah, no, I dropped out because... You know,
it is what it is.
It is what it is. What is what it is?
I love your mentality, man.
Thank you so much.
I love your mentality, man. So what you doing now?
Now I'm back. I resigned as a manager. I'm back as a student, full-time student. They welcomed me back at hostel because I'm, you know, I value, you know.
Let's go.
I can actually help out with a lot of things. There's stuff that we started back in 2017 that needs to be implemented, but because of COVID, you know, that break in between, there was a bit of, you know, disruption. But at the end of the day, I'm back and I'm happy to be back home, you know, and I'm back. I'm happy to also be, you know, finishing off my qualification.
In your closing remarks, Tato, like, what would you say to someone who might be in the same shoes that you were in 2017?
Never give up. Number one, know what you want. Number two, learn how to prioritize.
Yes.
Number three, separate excitement from character.
Oh, wow. That's really good.
You understand?
Yeah.
And then number four, it's either going to go all in or you're not going to do it at all.
The world isn't looking for fence sitters.
You understand? You're not going to sit on the side and be like, okay, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. No, it's either you're going to go in, and even if it's bad, you're still going to go all in. You understand? But if not, then don't waste our time. That's just that.
Thank you so much, man. Do you have any Instagrams, in Instagram, like tags and whatever that people can go follow you on?
Yes, my Instagram, it's, I'm actually going to spell it out because, oh shucks, it's a bit confusing.
Okay.
Don't choose that. You know, so my Instagram is actually OOH _SHUCKS. That's my Instagram handle. And then on Facebook, it's Rantekane, my surname, RANTEKANE. Shucks, Shucks. You understand? Then yeah, I don't think I have any other handles unless I give my WhatsApp numbers.
No. Go follow him on social media. He's really someone worth following. Like, thank you so much, man, and thank you for having a willing heart, like coming into the studio and willing to share your story. Go follow him on Instagram. He's a DJ around Potchefstroom.
Mhm.
I hear that you're doing pretty well, man.
Mhm.
And yeah, you're a real inspiration, man. And keep hustling and
Thank
keep
you
being
so
an
much.
inspiration.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Can I send a shout out? Though?
You can send a shout
Okay,
out.
first of all, I'd like to send a shout out to my girlfriend. That's where we start. Yeah.
Priorities,
Baby,
ladies.
yeah, I'm doing this. I'm back in the game. And then obviously to my parents, my mom and my dad, and then my younger brothers. And then to everybody who's been coming to the shows to see me perform live and giving me these nice compliments, even though I was at my lowest. You guys were not aware. But I can tell you one thing. It has just begun.
Sure. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was Tato. And thank you so much, also known as DJ Shucks.
Mhm.
We'll be jumping right into our SA Rock Hour. Next up, we have Good Luck with Saved by the Summer. Whoa, that was such a good link. Well done, man. Come on, bring it in.
Thank you so much.
You have such a good presence, like a radio presence.
Really?
Yes, you really do.
I'm not gonna get it. There's actually 3 of them.
Send them to me so I can
I'll just merge one. Okay. We'll talk to you later. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.